I know you are a man, but I'm gonna taste you like a lady.
Right.
You can hate all you want, Blitzo. At the end of the day, everyone knows I'm the hottest bitch in hell. Ahem.
Huh?
What? I beg your pardon. Oh, shit.
Get in, bitch. We are going to discuss our feelings today. Come on now. We gotta do this together, babe. Oh, Blitzy, you. Fuck it. Let's go do this.
Oh, Blitz, I know how much it hurts when your heart gets broken, but time will heal it. For good.
Thanks, Millie. That really means to me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and on the bright side, we are already happy to see you have feelings.
Okay. Thanks, Moxie. I appreciate of your speech and Millie.
Oh, hey Luna. How you doing today?
Well, good, Tex. Thanks for, those apps.
Oh, you're looking at them, aren't you? Well, just some more work to do, as always. Getting some good swimming.
Oh, you really think so, Tex? I mean, wow, that's some, okay.
It's okay, Luna. You can touch them. I won't mind.
Are you sure?
I won't mind. You're the one looking at them and touching them, if you like.
Okay. I guess it... Wow. I never felt this.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does. You want to,
You want to hang out sometimes? I mean, we can go for another round for this. I won't mind.
Alright then. I'll see you around at 9.
Good. See you around, Luna.
See you around, babe. I mean, Tex,
See you around, babe. Love you, Luna.
Love you too, Tex. So, this is a nice, good campfire spot, Luna. Thanks for taking us here. Well, especially who found this place.
Yeah, I did. I found it, and my uncle wanted to give me this, so he wouldn't mind.
Well, that's very spiteful for him, Luna. I appreciate it. So, what should we do now, since we're here? Ooh, I got an idea. Let's talk some scary stories about this. Scary stories? Lame. Let's do something else. Come on. Hold on. Bloody hell. We can't all agree with something we have to choose. Luna, is there something you want to vote?
Oh, me? Well, I guess we'll get to scary stories. I vote for Millie.
Alright, let's do this. How about you go, Luna? You go first.
You sure? I mean, I might talk some.
Come on, just do it, you dork. Are you too scared to say it?
Luna, if I was scared, what do you be?
Shut up, you're making me blush.
That's what I thought.
Alright, Luna. Tell us the scary story that you have keep hidden from these years.
Alright. Since I was like 13 years old, a friend told me a story about a crazy ancient demon just in real life in the living world. Told me about it, a story of it. So, it was like years later about these two college named Trish and Derry were driving home from spring break because of the summer. So they were just driving around, heading back home, and talking some license plates of the names of it. And fortunately, how to pronounce that? A crazy truck driver came behind them and started honking behind them. And fortunately, they went past him, and the license plate saw BHNG. I don't know what to pronounce that, but my friend said it was beating you. What the fuck is that even mean, beating you? The crazy drug driver put a license plate called beating you? What the fuck is that even mean? Fortunately, they had to stop for a break and took some time to talk about their family, their relationship, and about what's going on to mom and dad, and all that situation. And unfortunately, Derry saw a man dumping the body in the sewers under the church. So fortunately, the man stared at Trish and Derry. They went past him. Unfortunately, Trish and Derry were shots of. There was a body down that pipe, and wrapped in a sheet. Wrapped and rolled in a sheet with red stains on it. So her sister went to go get her phone, trying to call for help. Unfortunately, the phone died, low battery of it. Unfortunately, a crazy drug driver came out of the church and started to crush them and ran them over. Unfortunately, he bumped to them one more time. Unfortunately, hit a brick of wood out of the field. Unfortunately, they stopped and take a moment about they're talking about the dead body and down that pipe. So they went over there to go check it out. And unfortunately, their sis, tell his brother to grab his feet. He needs to make sure he doesn't go all the way down. Unfortunately, a bunch of rats came on his face on Derry. So Trish freaked out, and then she let go of him, and he fell all the way down that pipe and landed. And unfortunately, when he was trying to look around, he saw a body, a dead body. And unfortunately, when he see the back of his face, he was breathing. And unfortunately, when Derry looked away from the body, a dead body grabbed his leg, starting to shake at him. Unfortunately, he started to panic. Crazy happening. And unfortunately, he opened the bag of his head. And unfortunately, see a human person alive. Unfortunately, when he felt his hands, he opened it and sees a sharp wires on his stomach. His fucking guts and his stomach all wired up, taped up. Unfortunately, a stranger gave Derry his last words and died. And he started to look around and see a bunch of bodies anywhere. Down there. Was too much dead bodies. Unfortunately, they got out of that church and left for good. And Derry wasn't shocked to find the two persons that they were missing for years. I didn't know their names, so they died 4 years ago. And Derry was sad about his friends dead, gone for good. So they went for the diner, called for help to get the police to go for that church. Fortunately, everything started to happen, and the diner asked Trish and Derry, there's a person near the car, so they went to go check it out. And all the public were crazy, and no, they're not crazy actually. They saw something going on outside. So unfortunately, the police and Trish and Derry followed, to escort them home. Fortunately, the crazy man stooped on the police car and grabbed a woman out of there and grabbed his head, and he pulled out his axe and cut his head open like a puddle of red blood. Unfortunately, Derry loses control and unfortunately stopped. And unfortunately, they went to go check out the police officers and see a head outside of the road. Unfortunately, the stranger opened the door. Unfortunately, Trish and Derry went back to the car. Unfortunately, see a man humbling the song Jeepers Creepers. And he picked up his head, sniffing like something like a demon inside of him. Starts sniffing and eat his head. Unfortunately, turn his head around and eat his tongue out of his goddamn tongue. Fortunately, Trish started the car up and drive away from good. Unfortunately, they went to go see, well, literally, they stopped the car and see the house. Fortunately, they need to go get more help. Unfortunately, a stranger came and followed them. And he was standing, pretending to be a scarecrow. An old lady grabbed a shotgun, told him to get the hell out of here before he gives them 10 seconds to run. Unfortunately, he started running at them and shot the man, and his hat fled off. Fortunately, minutes later, the old lady was grabbed by none other than a creature. It wasn't a human. There were spikes, sharp head on his head, and it wasn't a goddamn human. It had sharp teeth, sharp head through his back, and not eating a human skin. It was a gray body on his face, a great one. Unfortunately, they went through them. Unfortunately, they got in the car quickly before he could get them. Unfortunately, they started to fight back and ran him over. Unfortunately, Trish tried to trick them and then got him gun good. Unfortunately, they stopped and see his body laying there on the floor. And it wasn't even moving until his cape started coming down his back and spray open like it was a bat. Not a bat. A creature. A demon creature that wasn't even a human or everything like that. It wasn't a bat. It wasn't something like that. It was the dragon god. The demon himself. Unfortunately, they ran him over one more time and escaped. Fortunately, they found a strange lady who has many cats and tell them the story about this ancient creature. Every 23 spring, for 23 days, he gets to eat every single person, every single fear he feeds. But whatever he eats, he comes to part of it. Fortunately, the situation came down and came here. Unfortunately, they were in the interrogation room. Unfortunately, he busts down the door. Come at Trish and Derry. Trish got thrown by the creature. Unfortunately, slipped Derry that he was the fairest one. So he grabbed his neck and the full SWAT team came behind him. Unfortunately, Trish wanted to sacrifice for his brother to save his life, but Derry denied it. Fortunately, Trish and the creeper gave their stare to each other. That Trish asked him to let go. Fortunately, he didn't let go and denied. So he got him out of the window and gone for good. Unfortunately, Trish was sad and never see her brother again. And that's all. That was the story about this ancient demon creature, the dragon god himself. The everyone's keep asking of that. So, yeah. That's the story when someone told me about that. And I believe it was real.
Oh my. I have no words to say about that. Jesus, babe. Was that anything real about it? Bloody hell, I never believed the true story of it. But that was the most scariest thing in my life.